Hey guys, welcome to the next video on QT tutorial for beginners. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can use combo box in QT. So let's get started. I have created a blank project and I'm going to go to my main window.ui file. And in here, I will search for combo box. So just write CO and you will be able to find combo box here. So drag and drop into your main window. This is a combo box, right? Now how we can add items to the combo box. So we are going to go to our main window.cpp file, and in the constructor here what we can do is we can just write UI and call combo box from here, and we have a function called add item which takes a few items. So you can give for example, you can see here there is a little hint, right? It takes first argument as icon and second argument as the string, right? And then you can just press the down button and we have the second overload for the function, which is a string. So we are going to use this function which takes the string, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add an item. For example, I'm going to just add a name here, right? And save my program and run it, and let's see what happens. So most probably it will add this item to the combo box, which is mark, which is one name, right? In the same way, you can add multiple items here. For example, you can just copy and paste several times and then just change the names here, right? Some names, something like this, and run it once again, and you will be able to see all these items added to your combo box, right? Fairly easy, right? Now the second option I wanted to show you is it takes the icon. So it has two overloads, one for the icon and string, and second was for only the string. So how we can add icons to our combo box items? So for that we need some resources, some icon files. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my project and I'm going to go to add new, and I'm going to add a resource. So in the Qt we have resource file, choose, name the resource location, resource itself, and next, and then click finish. So it will add this resource to your project, right? Now we can add a prefix first of all. For example, prefix will be rec for resources, and then we can add some files. So I already have some files in the project, so I will just add the files, and I will choose this folder in which I have the files, which is inside my project, by the way, and I will choose these icons and click open, which will add these resources. I hope you know how to do it because I have shown you several number of times how you can use resources, right? Now what I need to do is I need to go to my main window.cpp file, and here I can add these icons, right? So the first argument I can add an icon. So how can I add an icon? I can use a QIcon class. So just use QIcon, and in the constructor we can give the location of the icon, something like this. So the icon we have here is these icons. So I'm going to just pick one of the images or icons here and right click on it, and I will copy the path of it, which is like this, right? So just click this option which will copy the path, and I will paste it here, right? In the same way I will add these icons to other items also. These are just icons. You can choose your icons, right? So I'm not worried about what are the icons here. So I will just copy this and just paste it here. Third icon, I will just copy this and paste it here, right? And then I will run the app, and let's see if the icons are added or not. So you can see the icons are added. This is for first name, second name, and third name, right? So in this way you can add icons to your combo box items. Now if you want to do using a for loop, you can also do this. So for example, for and then int I is equal to 0, and then I, for example, if the I is less than 10, and I plus plus, and then we want to add some icons here, items here, right? So I will just write UI combo box and then add item, and here I can add some items. So how I can do this? Because this I is a number and this takes a string, right? Add item takes a string and I is a number. What I can do here is I can just convert this I into a string using QString. So just write QString with a capital S, which is this one, QString, and then it has a member called number. So just use this, which will convert this I into a number. So inside this bracket, just pass this I, which is this here, right? And then you can just add a string, for example, to indicate something. So for example, name, right? And for now I'm just commenting these item which I have added using this add item, right? So now I'm going to run my app. Let's see what happens. And you can see these items are added to my list. So from 0 to 9, because the value of I start from 0 and it goes up to 9. But if it's less than 10, then it's okay. Otherwise, it will not add it, right? For loop. Now if you wanted to add the icons to it, I'm just going to just simply take this icon and paste it here and run it, and it will add this icon here. So the same icon, so you can see the icon is added. Okay, now how this combo box will work. For example, I want to listen to a button click event, so I will just use a push button here. So I will just add a push button and I will right click here and then go to slot, and I will choose clicked and click OK. And in here what I will do is, first of all, let me include Q message box. So include Q message box. Okay, so it will allow me to use Q message box. So just use this Q message box, and then you can just say information, and then first argument is this, second is the title here, and the third is, for example, we want to show the current item which is chosen using the combo box. So what we can do is you can just write UI and then choose combo box and then use current item text or current text, which is this one, right? So this will show the current item text on the message box. So let's run it, and once we run it and choose any item in the combo box, for example, I choose the 7th item, 7 name, right? And I press the push button, it shows 7 name, right? So, or otherwise 2 name, and it will show the current text on the item on the combo box, right? Now there are some more function you can use here, for example current index or something like this. So for example, if you want to choose current index, which is okay here, and let's run it, and hopefully it will run. It shows the error because this returns an integer and the message box accept a number, so we will use the same method, qstring number, and then convert this integer to a number. Right now it will run. Okay, so let's run it and let's see what happens. Once again, it will show the index. Index is nothing but the the position of the item. So the first position of the combo box item is 0th position, so it starts from 0 1 2 3 4. So whatever item you will choose, it will show the index of this item, right? And you can play with these functions and see what you can do with it. There's one more interesting function in the combo box, which is insert item. So what I will do here is, you see I have added 10 items from 0 to 9 using this for loop. Now for example, for some reason I want to change one of the item text, right? How I can do this? So I can just use UI and then combo box, and for example I want to change the text of item 3, for example. So what I can do is I can just write insert item instead of add item, and it takes first argument as index. So index starts from 0 1 2 3. So I want the third item to change, so I will write 3, and the rest of them are the same. The icon name, so for example this is the icon I want, and the text on it. So for example new text. Okay, and save your program and run it again, and let's see what happens. So it runs, and you can see the third item 0 1 2 3, the text is changed, right? And for example you wanted to change the icon itself, you can do it simply. So you can just change the icon here and run it, and let's see what happens. So now the icon is also changed, right? So in this way you can use combo box in Qt. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and bye for now.